Hey, what's going on, guys? Jay Flesh Tanks. Thought I'd give you a little update on the 36 gallon that I got the Finnex 24/7 light on. Sorry about that glare. There we go. Um, this tank's doing really well. Finnex 24/7. I put it to just full daylight now. I don't have it running on the cycle, and it was growing the Tilanthera and the S repens pretty decently. And as you can see, the valves have kind of gone crazy. And this is just Bibotus, Windowlet Java Fern, and some Trident Java Fern, and a little bit of moss tied on the log. But I went back and I strapped on the T5HO 4 bulb system, 96 watts, two, let's see, are you going to be able to catch it? There's two 55,000K and two 6,500K bulbs on there, so I bumped up the light, guys. Dosing, all I'm dosing is this, like whenever I really feel like, just some basic flourish, and not doing any CO2. Do a water change maybe like once every 2 weeks, about 10 gallons, and that's it. This tank is in full blown, just whenever I feel like trim it. Obviously I'm not gonna let the valve get crazy over here. This stem, and there's like 3 through there. Those will be torn out next time I do maintenance. Trim it back down a little bit, but the LED will grow plants, guys. The Finnex 24/7, it'll grow plants by itself. I don't know. I wasn't getting this super red through here. Wasn't getting as good growth I wanted on the S repens. As you can see, it's really blown up growth wise. Like you could see right here, this is something that I was back over here, wasn't getting the T5 bulbs, and you could see it's all thinning out. It's all Christmas treeing. So now it's putting off all this nice bush growth since I put on the T5 bulb and pulled the LED towards the front. So plan on this tank is all the S repens are going to get trimmed down about through there. All that growth will go through here. The Tilanthera, as you can see, all that growth right there, that'll get spread through out, so it'll be kind of like mixed in with the green. This will probably be the same thing. I got to get these stems out. This section here, these guys here, and this guy here are all coming out, because you can see it's just, I mean, it's growing at a rapid pace. Fish are doing really good, man. These neons I've had for a long time. A couple SAEs. That different species of cribs is cruising around in here. There's a clown pleco that I've had for like, I mean, it was like one of the original fish that I ever purchased. And there is still some fry from these guys. You can see one right there. There's like 5 of them in there. They're starting to grow and starting to color up. So I'll probably find them a home downstairs once that all gets done. But this tank's on, like I said, just pretty much autopilot other than a little bit of trimming. And I really like this tank a lot. It's one of the funner tanks to watch just because of the schooling fish. I think, let's see, do I have any left? Yeah, I still have a few gold tetras left. There's probably half dozen of those guys in there. I'm trying to think if there's any other fish in here. There's croaking gourami somewhere over in here. That's it. I think it's a croaking gourami. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to feed the tank. But rambling on, Finnex 24/7 light will grow plants, guys. It just wasn't growing them to the point that I was super satisfied with. And I think adding the T5 bulb right there, there's that gourami. Adding the T5 bulb made a big T5 bulbs made a big difference in just like color temperature, because without the pink bulbs it gets like too much of a crisp white, which I don't want. I want to be able to see the reds as you're seeing them right now, like really pop and stand out. So that's the tank, guys. I haven't done like just a basic update on appearance tank. I got some other tanks that I'm aquascaping right now and just messing around with, some of these plant trimmings will go in there, and I'll show you guys that. I've been doing a little bit of maintenance on the Fowler tank, trying to get the parameters in that, because I kind of went through an algae bloom, but I hooked up my auto top off, which I'll do a review of. Hooked up a decent wave maker, which I'll do a review of. What else do I got going in there? I got an eShops, a beefy eShop skimmer that you've seen, but I haven't really talked about. That thing barely fits in my sump. That's about it, guys. I'll show you all that stuff eventually, but this planted tank, man, is pretty much low maintenance. It's got a little, I mean, honestly, it's got high light on it with more of your low light plants, but it's super duper condensed with plants, so I'm not battling algae. I'm running the lights about 7 hours a day. I'm not running CO2. If I ran CO2, this shit, you want to talk about plant growth, it'd be out of control. I wouldn't be able to keep up. I mean, this stuff I can barely keep up with. Let's see if I mean, that's a full-blown jungle. There might have been 15 stems in there when I put this tank together. Now there's probably 50 at least. So I'm trying to keep getting that a little bit thicker as it goes on. I had to replace it with a back filter. I had just like a penguin laying around. So as you can see, it's just filled with all the old media that came out of the Fluval 306. Fluval 306, man, something went wrong with it. I wasn't getting good flow, so I'm in the process of soaking it all, cleaning it out, and if it doesn't work, either trying to fix what I think's wrong with it and ordering the part, or just tossing it in the trash. Pretty much a waste of $120. I only had that filter for maybe a year and a half, so it definitely wasn't maintenance, me not maintenance in it, because I was maintenance in it every 2 weeks. So it's not that, I don't know if anybody's had any problems with the Fluval 306s, like just flat out not producing any power out of it. It still worked. It was just like a trickle, and it wasn't because it was filthy or not cleaned out. I even took a brush and cleaned out all the tubes just to see if something would, a fish or something had gotten stuck in there or picked up some rocks or whatever. It's not the issue. So slightly bummed out about that as well. This is the tank, though. I'm really enjoying messing with this tank, guys. It's basic. It's got good depth just because of all the ferns in the back. And like I said, I'm going to remove this section of this valve from here over and get all this put in through there. But super easy, guys. Have a good weekend.